Hi, Eric.
Hi.
Obviously, last weekend will have been difficult for everyone connected to the club, and you've got a huge game coming up on Monday. What are you expecting from that match, and how have the squad reacted and the group reacted?
No, I think I make myself clear. I was definitely not happy, clear. In football, you can talk about football, you can talk about plan out of philosophy, but the basic stuff has to be good, and that starts with the right attitude. So you need a fighting spirit on the pitch, and I didn't see that from minute one.
Are you expecting to see that, I presume, on Monday?
Yeah, but I think it's basic. You have to bring it in every game on the pitch, and of course, especially Monday night, but you bring it every game.
There's been a lot of talk about transfers this week, as there always is at this club. Casemiro is supposedly close. Can you provide any update on him or the deal as a whole?
No, as long players not signing, I cannot tell anything.
Eric, there are a lot of protests planned against the ownership before the game on Monday. Can you understand why that is the case, and what would you say to those supporters?
I can only say the owners want to win, and the fans, we want them behind the club, and I can understand sometimes, but I'm not that long in the club that I can see all the backgrounds, but we have to fight together, so we have to be unified and fight together.
And can I just ask you about Cristiano Ronaldo? Obviously there's a lot of talk around him after the game on Saturday. Is he still part of your plans? Will he definitely still be here on the 2nd of September?
I don't know why he's in particular in focus after Saturday. It was the team performance and the whole team's attitude, including Ronaldo.
Can you guarantee that he's going to be here on 2nd of September?
He's in our plans, so that's what I can say.
Eric, the next fixture is probably historically the biggest in English football. Do you have any memories of it or feelings around it? Have you been well educated on Manchester United versus Liverpool?
Yeah, I know. The rivals, that we are the rivals, and that we have to win every game, but especially this game. Yeah, I know.
In terms of the results so far, you speak about the wrong attitude, having a fighting spirit. It seems like psychologically the team are quite scarred, especially from what happened last season. How do you try and change that? How do you give them confidence and surety in themselves?
With yourself. Act as a team, follow the rules and principles, and work hard as you can, maximize. And if you do that, you get confidence.
Both Brighton and Brentford decided to bypass the press and go long. It's unlikely that Liverpool will do that as well, but are you changing your approach in any way for this game, or are you going to stick to what you've done?
Every game is different, so different approach, but the philosophy and the plan will be the same.
Eric, what's it been like this week for you?
Yeah, it's a week as normal as a manager that you see a game, you have a plan, a way of play, and then you check how the game went, and then you clear analyze and you see what's wrong and what's good. Now obviously a lot went wrong, but what I say, you don't have to talk about anything when the attitude is not right.
And how do you manage to deal with all the scrutiny, the criticism, all the analysis there is over the course of a week when you've got a gap of 7 days between a match that's gone so badly, like you say, to then build up to a game against Liverpool?
First, I have a look by myself and I make a clear analysis, and I take notice of some criticism. And criticism is some are really good advices. I will take them, but also some are not that good, so I lay by side.
Does it help that it's Liverpool next to get a reaction from the team?
We work from game to game. and now it's Liverpool. And obviously, we know what's going on when you play against Liverpool, and especially when you're Man United. So, yeah, of course you have to be ready, but also again, you have to get a point where you fight yourself into the season, but it's from game to game.
Hi, Eric. Has it been difficult to motivate the players this week, and is it something that you've spoke to them about?
No, it's not difficult to motivate this team because my experience with them is from the start of the season they work really good on the training pitch.
Not the first time ever that Phil Foden's taken a picture with Kyle Walker. Just most probably the first time with that Kyle Walker. Thank you very much, Kyle. Looking forward to catching up with you later on. So it's been a perfect start to the campaign for the blue half, or the sky blue half of Manchester, and maybe the worst possible start for the red half. And guess who they face this next coming game week?
Yes, Liverpool. I don't think Manchester United fans will be looking forward to this one. But looking back, Andrew, I mean, I remember talking on the show last week about how I didn't think Man United were going to go to Brentford and win. But surely no one expected that.
Because you made the call. You were saying it, like, you don't want back-to-back defeats. And it wasn't just a back-to-back defeat.
How?
It was an annihilation. Do you know what I mean? I don't even know what's happening there. Like, Ten Hag just shaking his head. I feel for him so much, man.
When you see the goals, though, and I'm not sure what's more disappointing, if Brentford were absolutely brilliant and scintillating and not taking anything away from them, but some of the goals that Manchester United conceded.
It's the play, like De Gea came out and did say, didn't he, at the end of the game, taking responsibility.
That so much. Like, he said, you know, I want to speak,
I think it was the second goal where he's played it into Eriksen. Eriksen's got a man on his back. Like, don't play the ball. But he did come out and say, like, I take responsibility, and had I not made, especially the first goal as well, the game might have been very different. But are you expecting a reaction from Man United against Liverpool? Like, probably the worst game you would want after 2 defeats is Liverpool.
That is true, but just, you know, sometimes football heritage.
What are you calling here? What are you calling?
Wait. Football heritage, the rivalry, I think will give them extra motivation. And I want to make a big claim. They're going to win. They're going to win.
JJ's face.
Look at his face. They're going to win.
OK, that is a bold statement, by the way. You've just said Manchester United are going to beat Liverpool.
They're going to win, and then they're going to go above them
Monday
in the table.
Night. Well, your face says you don't agree with that.
You know, sometimes you don't dignify a comment with a response.
Gary Neville, though, JJ, has been trying to influence the younger generations of Manchester United fans. Have you seen this week?
No, but there's going to be more chance of those young people from Manchester supporting Salford FC.
Let's have a look.
You're going to be a United fan. That's an absolute fact. Anybody who tries to infect you, take your mind away from being a United fan, come and see me. Because there's some Blues out there and there's some Scousers, very dangerous individuals. Listen on.
Io,
anyway, we'll move on.
I think, Io, just quickly, what's even funnier, sorry, JJ's not going to like this, is the game before, Gerrard, they're in a huddle, Gerrard's leading the pack and he goes, we do not let this slip now. And then...
that's not even funny, that's just so heartbreaking, man.
He cursed himself. Anyway, let's talk Man United. Let's move it back because I've got Sue McGranahan here. And as you remember, last week we were at the Manchester Football Museum talking about the role of female fans in the game. And there's no bigger Manchester United fan than Sue here. Sue, talk to me. Just how long have you been a United fan?
Oh, God. My earliest memory of United is 1976. I was 9 years old when we were playing Southampton in the FA Cup. Obviously, we lost with that offside goal. And I'm on the climbing frame with my friends saying, I'm not supporting United anymore. We're no good, we're rubbish. But yeah, that's my earliest memory. And obviously the following year we beat Liverpool in the FA Cup, so it was upwards from them.
Yeah, for sure. And then I guess you've seen United at the worst, at the best, and sort of an interesting point right now. But I'm sort of want to touch more on sort of being a female fan at that time. Were there many young women at the same time when you were coming here to watch Manchester United?
No. A lot of people, you say, football. You like football? Why do you like football? Well, I've got parents that are massive Manchester United fans, and I'm local to Old Trafford. And when we were younger, the earliest memories, when there's no social media, you know, we're outside the door waiting to hear the crowd, and if we heard a roar, we knew they'd scored. We couldn't afford to come to the game then. So it's my mum and dad have brought me up to love this club. But, you know, people are coming and say, oh, shouldn't you be in the kitchen? No, I'm not in the kitchen. I'm here at Old Trafford and I'm a massive red. And, you know, guys kind of, oh, you like football? Yes, I do.
Do you know, I'm so interested about fans coming to football matches simply because unless you've been to a stadium to feel that energy, and I know it's changed over time with all these modern stadiums and things like that, but it's this raw energy that you get in your soul when you see your favourite players step onto that field. Can you remember that first memory of that emotion of going, that's blah, 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 I can't believe who just stepped up?
Yeah, my earliest memory is a Liverpool game. I think it was about 1982, and we were down here at 12 o'clock queuing to get in, because that's what you could do then. You could queue up to come through the turnstiles, and I got lifted up in the Stretford end, lost my shoes when we scored. I think we won 1-0. And the players then, you know, it was... my memory's gone. But yeah, it's every time I walk into that stadium, you get the same feeling, regardless of whether we're winning, we're losing. And one of the highest points has to be the 92-93 season, when Steve Bruce scored that header, because we knew then that long wait for the Premier League was coming, and Kidd and Fergie on the pitch was just incredible.
I love that. And one final one, a little birdie tells me that your husband is actually an Arsenal fan. How does that work out?
Yeah. It doesn't work out very well.
It's coming in a couple of weeks. You know, there's got to be a big game. Arsenal, Manchester United.
Yeah, he's a massive Arsenal fan, and we've had some big rows. And the 8-2 game has got to be the greatest highlight, wasn't it? Beating them 8-2 here at Old Trafford. But we do have some arguments. But you know, 31 years married, we're still going.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, when you talk about 8-2, let's not forget the last resort at the Emirates Stadium. I'm not saying any more. Anyway, we'll be back with Sue a little later on.
Thank you, Io, for nothing. Cheers. OK, you don't want to go anywhere, because after the break, we'll be chatting to Crystal Palace star Eberici Eze, and there's all of this to come too.